Good morning, everyone. It's Anthony, Wall Street Trader at 8:39 a.m. Eastern Standard on May 12th, 2021. Sorry, 8:40 a.m. now. So, just to disclaim that this is not financial advice, please follow up with your financial advisor. It's only educational and outlining my own personal opinions. Twitter link below. Also, the Twitter link, just so you know, gives you the updates intraday. If you want to get a subscription to the videos, feel free to click on that, and you'll be notified. I do 2 of these a day, typically 8:30, typically 8:30 a.m., and another one in the p.m. And then sometimes, if the market's really going, hog wild in the middle of the day, I'll do one in the middle of the day as well. Anyway, currently I'm still 80-20 here. Nothing really major last night. I mean, honestly, the price action was paltry. So we're like 80% right now. I am 80% of my NuCypher allocation. I'm 80% across these price points, 20% still in US dollar cash. Still waiting for the 700 NuCypher Bitcoin pair to hit, and I mean, with a corresponding action from the NuCypher US dollar pair. And I'm going to go into that in a second. Just take a quick look at the markets right now. It's 44.46 for NuCypher US dollar. NuCypher US dollar is made up of 2 components. One is the NuCypher Bitcoin pair, strength of NuCypher relative to Bitcoin. Bitcoin US dollar. This is the benchmark of all cryptocurrencies, regardless of what anyone's ever told you. Anyway, let's get moving on this chart here. I know a lot of you guys are busy. So we're still at the 45 range. Let's drill into this. Last night we saw some price action. We saw kind of we had this, we had a topping pattern here, 47, 48. We had the video after that. We went down after the video to under this support line, which is now resistance. Why? Because it becomes, we change the name from support resistance when we move from the support where we're above the line to resistance, which is called resistance because we're below the line. And, we have to break through the resistance. If we break through this resistance, we're back in shape. We're still in a valid trend, meaning coming to a conclusion on this triangular shape. This triangular shape is eventually going to come to a point. If I extended this out further, you'll see how it comes out to a point. And then as I extend this support resistance line, assuming we get back in here, then we can say that between now and some point in time, May 17th, we're going to see some major action, major market movement on the NuCypher pair, somewhere between here and here. So we want to get back in here because we are hopeful. We want to get through this red line. The only way to get through this red line is to get above this yellow line first. I know it sounds so obvious. I mean, it couldn't be more bleedingly obvious. But the fact of the matter is we need to get back in here so that we can come to a proper conclusion. If we're down here, I don't see us going over. But if we can keep our head above this yellow line, we're in good shape. Anyway, let's go over to NuCypher Bitcoin. Over here, I still see that we're consolidating fairly nicely. Last night at 12, we had a FACO move here for NuCypher Bitcoin pair, dropping the 705 at like 12 midnight. And to be honest with you, that one was uncorrelated at all to NuCypher US dollar. So you could tell this was when you see these long extended wicks like this for like a flash, and then they settle back up to where they came from, that's typically a fakey kind of, action. It could have been one NuCypher traded at that price. Who knows? But when you look at NuCypher US dollar, we didn't see the same. We didn't see anything happening at 12:05. 11:55 a.m. Like nothing here. We saw a little bit of downward action, but that happened a few minutes later. So not worried about what happened last night on the NuCypher Bitcoin pair whatsoever. Now, if we move over to the Bitcoin US dollar chart, I'm a little concerned about where we're at. If you look at the 6-month, you can see here that we've fallen below that support line, which we've been below it a couple of days now. But notice how NuCypher rallied to get back, to get a comeback. Bitcoin's still languishing in like this area here, 56,381. Now we have to see over time how this will play out. But where I feel slightly bearish is this. This is where I feel a little bit bearish. There's something called a broadening wedge. And generally speaking, a broadening wedge, if you go down into the broadening wedge and it broadens out, typically it will resolve to the downside. So we have to see how this plays out, folks. This one's a very volatile pair. Bitcoin on the lately has been incredibly volatile. So keep your eye on this one as well. I don't really have much else to say other than, we really want to root for this thing to get back over the line. And if it does, great. And remember, again, I want to close this out by saying, remember why you're invested in this thing. You're not invested in this thing just because you wanted the day trade. We want to track our investments and make sure it's going in the right way. But I'm not in here just day trading the hell out of this thing. I want to see it appreciate over time. And, I enjoy watching this price action, and I hope you do too. Talk to you guys soon.